Just imagine living in this $15 million home. You're paid a steady salary, supported by a whole team of staff whose sole purpose is to get you to play at your best.
All right, fellas, let's go.
And if you don't perform, you're cut from the team.
Here we go, round three, keep it going, no breaks.
If you think this sounds like the life of a pro athlete, you'd be right. Kind of.
Stop your bitching.
It's the life of the sports player of the future, lived by the lucky few today. As technology replaces old jobs, it's also creating new ones. I'm Aki Ito, and I'm here to show you the jobs of the future.
My name is Michael Schmale. I'm a professional gamer.
Oh my gosh.
For someone who's uneducated in the esports scene and doesn't understand how it works, the way I would describe it is it's kind of similar to a professional athlete. It's a lot of preparation, hard work, and team effort.
I think one guy's above me.
No, trust me, he's not.
Ghost Gaming pays players like Mike to compete in video game battles. And yes, that is a real job now. More people watch video games than Netflix, Hulu, ESPN, and HBO put together. And esports is already a billion-dollar industry. That's how Ghost can afford to shower players with all kinds of perks, like this team house. It's a 10-bed, 16-bath mansion overlooking Hollywood, and it houses 10 players at a time, all in their late teens and early 20s.
So when most people just take a quick look at the house we're living in, it's a bunch of teenagers and it's a lot of us. So you would think it's rowdy, we're just reckless, but we're professional esports players.
Here's the day of a professional gamer.
I wake up 9:30, breakfast.
Chest up, let's go.
11 a.m., we have workouts. That lasts for an hour to an hour and a half.
There you go, Mike. Pushing straight in the ground. 8, 9, and 10.
After we do that, we hit the film session, and we watch film on other teams to see what they do.
Just taking this time, make sure you guys take your time. You don't need to be fancy with it, just need to make sure to hit the shots you need to hit.
Oh, man.
After lunch, we played from 1:30 to 7:30. One gonna be ladder, probably.
Bomb is really one shot. One guy push up.
And that's just a long grind of playing against other talented teams. Good job. We played from lunch to dinner.
You have a wild lobster tail with chive butter.
I put it on Twitter.
How you doing, Mike?
Looks amazing.
Mike's been playing video games since he was 5. But when his parents got divorced, that's when he really buckled down on gaming.
I would just get at my desk, turn my game on. It's like I would disappear and go into another world and forget about all that.
When he was 14, Mike qualified in the Pro League of the popular video game Call of Duty. He became one of the youngest professional players in the game.
When I first walked into the event, I was just amazed and just fell in love with it. That's when I knew this is what I wanted to do.
That conversation with his parents, telling them he was pursuing a career as a professional video gamer, well, imagine your kid telling you that.
There was a lot of arguments and late nights.
But Mike promised to put school first, and his parents eventually came around.
Well, as a single parent, it wasn't easy. In my mind, I really couldn't foresee it as a career. But we were at the mall, and some young boy came up to Mike and he said, "Excuse me, are you Spacely?" And Mike said, "Yeah." He goes, "Could I have your autograph?" And I started to cry. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, he recognized you, Mike? And that was instrumental for me as well, realizing how this has taken off.
I started earning money at these tournaments after my third local event. That was like one of the best feelings ever, being able to go home and like, look, Ma, look, Dad, like today I got paid for playing. I wasn't just wasting my time, and I wasn't just making up like stories and fairy tales just so I could play video games more.
Mike didn't want to discuss his contract, but when he joined Ghost, it was reported that he and his teammates shared a $50,000 signing bonus and were each offered a $4,000 a month salary. On top of all that, Mike also earns money on the side. Fans pay to watch him play on the popular streaming site Twitch. And he also sells his own line of apparel. That all makes for a pretty good living by the standards of any 20-year-old. But it's even better when you consider that almost all of his expenses, from his rent to his food to his training to his gaming-related travel, is all paid for, which leaves a lot of room for shopping.
Can I take them off? Sure. All right, we got the Yeezys, the Moon Rocks. I've been a fan of shoes forever, so there's a lot of times where I spend an insane amount of money on shoes.
But like professional sports, gaming is not a lifelong career, and there's a ton of turnover too. 3 months after I met Mike, Ghost dropped him from the team, and he's now back home in New Jersey.
This sounds very tragic and could nearly end a player's career, but this is a very common thing in the scene, and players get released and switched around all the time. My advice to young gamers that want to play professionally, you got to stay patient, you got to stay dedicated, and understand that it's going to take sacrifice, because there's always another person out there trying to take that spot. But I don't have any plans to give up the gaming career. I'm going to bounce back from this and make my mom and dad proud.